A model is what you use to generate a pro forma. So a model is a thing that has a lot of calculations in it embedded, and the results is what you would refer to as a simple spreadsheet pro forma that says in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, these are our expectations based upon these assumptions. The model is how we play around with assumptions and determine what they should be, so we can hit the print button or hit the save button to generate what you would call a pro forma. Market data, economic data, demographic data, comparable rent data. This is good data that's collected that needs to be inputs into creating the model, right? So therefore, we take that property that you're trying to look to acquire. We have to go get comparables or economic, demographic, other types of data sources. You plug those data sources into a model, which then gives you an idea of what you think rents could be, an idea of what you believe occupancy rates can be based upon, let's say, economic data, are people working or are they not working? When they do work, do they make a lot of money? Are they older? Are they younger in general? Older people can afford more. 22-year-olds can't afford as much. So all of that raw data goes into a model to then come out with a pro forma. The pro forma will then give you a thumbs up, thumbs down, go, no go, whatever you want, to which I then need to look at environmental. I then need to look at title, because the environmental study will not determine what I can get for rent, but it does determine, are there other capital expenses I may need to be concerned about on the purchase? So now I'm worrying more about purchase price, right? Which is title issues, environmental issues, structural issues. That's purchase price versus potential income, which leads me to get to valuation off of projection and multiples of projected income. So comparables and those data points help me understand income potential, environmental, and just basically general capex items help me understand what this will really cost me cash out of pocket to get it to where I need to be for my assumptions of my income to get to a value I need. All of these components are put into models. The model is defined by our client, who says to us, you know what, when our client, for example, can say, when I look at the demographics, what I care more about is just age. I don't really care about marriage. I don't really care about number of children. All I'm looking for is age, because in my mind and how I run my business, I want Gen Zs or millennials, and that's what's important to me. Or the opposite. I don't want those types of people. I want 55 plus. Economic, is this an economy and an area that is growing, where I believe that cap rates are being compressed and I can get a premium? So maybe I buy high and sell higher, such as Los Angeles or New York. Or is it an area that's very stagnant, where we're not seeing economic growth or population growth? Those are the factors, right? Those are factors that a sponsor determines based upon data points that come in from market and comparable data to be added to specific property items and property data that help us to understand a variance off of what a projected value would be at perfect world, right? So the apartment at perfect with the market data and my special factors, things the building's worth 10 million, my property data now tells me, like, oh my God, I got to put $1 million in. You offer 9 million. And that is now your
Yeah.
price offer.